Here is an example of a backup with the friction hitch below the belay device. I'm using, I think this is made by DMM, and it's called the cardiac arrest or something like that, which is a cute name. Anyways, rather than clipping it straight to the harness, I have a lanyard. It's about a foot, maybe 18 inches long, and then I have it clipped to a large carabiner with a friction hitch clipped to that same carabiner. You could use two separate carabiners here, that'd be no big deal, and then just use whatever friction hitch you like. Clip that to your harness. Now to descend, you don't even actually touch the rope itself like you normally would. You'd loosen your grip to let the rope slide through the belay device up top. For this, you only touch your friction hitch. Put all the wear on the hitch rather than your hands or your gloves, and you descend by, depending on how much tension you have, either you can just release the tension on the friction hitch and you'll slide down. Depending on how much weight is below the friction hitch, if you're 180 feet up in the air or whatever, you might have to actually pull down the friction hitch and lift up on the rope to put this slack up here, which will then let you drop, and then it would be a more jerky motion, but it, up down sort of a thing to get all the way to the bottom. But that's the basic setup. The great part of it is if you do lock down, you're not putting full weight. In a traditional setup, you'd have the friction hitch above the the descent device. So if you did come into a lockdown mode, you'd be pulling full weight on the prusik, and it's very challenging to break that. But in this scenario, the weight is divided between the friction hitch here and the belay device up top, which is holding most of the weight. So the only amount of weight that's holding right here is the same amount of weight that you typically would be pulling down to lock off your belay. So when you do lock this system, to break it, it only takes a little bit of hand power, not much more than what I just did right there, to get you moving again.